everyone. Welcome to Gardening for Better Health. This is Henry B. 723 coming to you today to share some things with you. If you're a first timer here at my channel, thank you for stopping by. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. I'm glad that you made it, and I'm appreciative of everyone who watches. Today, my subject is going to be something different from what we have been talking about. We usually talk about gardening products and things that have to do with the household, and this has to do with the household as well. However, it's a bit more serious. We talk about a lot of things on this channel. Prepping is one of them, and for what we're doing these days, with all of the changes that are about to occur here in the United States, I wanted to put something on your mind to take a look at and consider as you go about doing things to prepare for upcoming changes. One of the things that I notice is that there are a lot of different ways that new taxes that are coming will affect everybody. And I have to be very careful how I say things on this medium because they're pretty strict on what we can say and what we can't say. So some things I might not say exactly the way that you think I should say them, but I think it's a safe way to do it. So we're going to be talking about changes with these taxes that are coming up and how you can prepare for that. We've been talking about food for the last year or so on this channel. And right now I don't want to talk about food. I want to talk about other things that we need to do to prepare. There are going to be new taxes on certain countries. And we need to find out where the things we use the most come from so that we'll have a better idea of how it's going to affect us. And we might not really be thinking about where the products come from. We all have our favorite things we like to use and for different reasons, but not all the things we use come from the USA. A lot of the things we use come from other countries, and a lot of those countries are going to be taxed. So you need to get prepared in case that happens, that you're going to be paying more for some of your favorite things. And I'm going to give you some examples, and I'd like you to make a comment as to if the things that I'm presenting are going to affect you, or if not, what things that you're using will be affected by the upcoming taxes. And share that in the comment section, because people come by, they read the comments, and they get good information from the comments that you leave on my channel. So please participate and help others as well. The first thing I want to talk about is some of the everyday items that you use for personal hygiene. Now, you might not think about it, but where does your bar soap come from? Everybody has their own in particular one. I'm not promoting a particular brand, okay? This is not a sponsored show. What I'm doing is bringing to your attention some of the things you might not have thought about that you need to pay attention to beforehand. So this is an item that I use. It's a bar soap. Okay, I have sensitive skin. A lot of people have sensitive skin. So my bar soap is one that is good for sensitive skin. However, as I look at the back of this soap and I read here, it says imported from Canada, Toronto, Ontario. I'm in the United States, and the soap that I use for my sensitive skin comes from Toronto, Ontario. So consequently, if the new taxes take effect the way that it's been announced, I'm going to have to pay more for my soap. And that's just one item, all right? If I have to pay more for my soap, I'm not going to get an increase in my salary to cover the cost of the increase of the soap, all right? As a matter of fact, there are people who want to take away money from people. And if you take away money from people and you tax them to the point where they have to pay more and they're getting a lot less, that's a problem. So look at your soap, your bar soap. It may not be for sensitive skin, but look to see where your soap is coming from so that you'll know if you're going to have to pay more for that soap in the coming weeks. So that's just one example. This is lotion, and I'm not showing the names because I'm not advocating any one, but if I look on the back of the lotion that I use, and it's for sensitive skin as well, it says made in Mexico, distributed from Wilton, Connecticut. A lot of our products are made in other places and they come to the United States for distribution. So I'm going to wind up having to pay more for this if the taxes go into effect. Even though it's distributed in the United States, it's made from Mexico. So it has to come over the border to get to here to be distributed where I will pay more for it. Now, this is a controversial subject, but it's one that we need to pay attention to because it affects thousands and thousands of people, male and female. Hair color. Now, there are a lot of things that have been written about hair color, about whether or not it's good for you to use or not use, or if there are side effects and this, that, and the other. I'm here to tell you I'm going to use my hair color, okay? So I looked on the box to see where it comes from, and it says this particular brand of hair color is made in Mexico. So again, that means that I'm going to have to prepare to spend more for my hair color. And anybody else that uses hair color, check the back of your box to see where it comes from, because if it comes from outside the United States or has ingredients that comes from outside the United States, you're going to be paying more for it once the taxes go into effect. So that's something to think about as well. This one is something, a household item that I use, and a lot of other people use it as well. This is a cleaning product, okay? And this cleaning product that I have says imported for, and it gives the name of the company, from Toronto, Ontario. So even the cleaning products that we use come from, some of them come from other countries. And we may not have paid any attention to that before, but we need to take a look at the back of our products and see where it comes from so that we know how to prepare if we need to start paying more for these products. Now, another thing, I will say my channel is not recommended for children. So I am assuming we have an adult audience. If you have children in the room, please ask them to leave for this portion of the video because it's an adult subject that I'm going to be bringing up. So I'll give you a minute to remove any children from the room, and I'll wait. Okay. I'm not going to say anything gross. It's just an adult subject. Okay. Um, those of you who use feminine products, you need to look and see where the products are made. This particular product is made in Canada. Okay. And that means that this product, in order for us to continue to buy it for ourselves or for someone else, this could go up once any taxes are imposed. So something as simple, something as necessary as personal hygiene items could be costing us more. Also, any intimate products that you use, check the label and find out where it comes from, because those items could be costing you more if the taxes go into effect, if those items are coming from places outside the country. So just looking at these things, that's a lot. I took a look at the back of my toothpaste, and my toothpaste does not say that it comes from outside the country, but it does say it's distributed here in the United States. So as we know, when we have something that says distributed by, it very well could come from outside the United States and is distributed here. And if it comes from outside the United States, we may be paying more for it. So those things are just a sample of some of the things that I'm concerned about that are going to cost us more. And it's not going to cost us more just once. It'll cost us more consistently every time we buy it. Another thing I want to have you look at is if you have children, infants and toddlers that are in diapers, I would suggest that you look at the back of the diapers to see where they come from. Look at their formula to see where it comes from, and make sure you have enough of those items on hand to last you quite some time. It's sad because it's a transition period right now. We don't know how long this is going to be in effect once it starts. So we have to plan accordingly. So I'm looking at these things that I know are going to cost me more, and I'm looking at other things that are going to cost more. Things in your garden, if you had planned to buy things for your garden, this is the best time to buy your garden items, because a lot of places are having end of the year sales, and if you could get it now before any taxes go into effect, you won't pay as much for it, and it might even be on sale at this particular time. So check to see what things in your garden you need to get before the gardening season starts, before any taxes would go into effect. And that's the best that we can do. We can't stop things that we don't like. We have to work within the system in order to maintain our lifestyle as best as we can. But our lifestyle is going to change. And for most of us, it won't be changing in the way we'd like it to. So we have to prepare. We have to be aware of what's happening and what we're going to have to adjust to. So those are the things that I wanted to bring to your attention today. Please put in the comments what things you know that are going to affect you once there's an increase in taxes, if it happens, and any workarounds that you have found to help you cope should that happen. This is a community. We all work together to try to help one another. So please put your comments below. Let us know what you've been doing to prepare and how you've been doing it. And that way we can all help one another. It's the end of the year just about. And the next time I see you, I will be talking to you probably about things happening or I plan to do in the garden next year. But for the meantime, I want you to be safe. I want you to prepare as much as you can for anything that's coming our way. I love you guys. Be safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.